Obviously, got a number of players that can strike the ball from that sort of distance, but he's the man they generally turn to and poses the biggest threat.
Just making sure everybody is as far back as he would like them to be. There have been 6 goals directly from a free kick at the World Cup finals this year so far. Messi the scorer of one of them. Still trying to make the referee send the Cabo Verdean defenders a few more inches further back towards their own goal. Rodrigo de Paul and Lionel Messi either side of the ball. Messi takes it, and Rosiña with a comfortable gather.
Yeah.
But to try and break, you could see the idea there, looking for Ryan Mendes.
Yeah, you could. There was a free kick that you'd expect Rosiña to save. He's picked the spot, Messi, didn't he? I mean, it wasn't really the jump in the wall from that side of it. Not really doing its job. Assuming I was aware of it. It's a pretty simple take for the goalkeeper in the end.
Record extending 30th appearance at the World Cup finals for Messi today, and Molina tries to put it on a plate, and Messi was almost in.
Wow, almost. An incredible touch, an incredible layoff to Messi. Just eludes him just slightly out of his reach. And Rosiña was very quick.
Dine. This is Rosiña. The second time he's tried something like that and got away with it both times so far. Might be a dangerous game. Quick to break, and now with Sidney Lopez Cabral. Moreira can't find a way through there. Quick to regroup, but it was the block made by Alexis McAllister. De Paul, McAllister.
Yeah, Mother was there as well. It's really good work rate off the ball from Argentina. You can just see every time they're out of possession, they just work so hard to try and win the ball back quickly. You can see that turnover is exceptional.
Almada into De Paul. Now Molina. The space there, Messi just dropping away from it, dropping away from the traffic to collect possession, and he's now trotting his way into the penalty area. Comfortably collected in midfield by Kevin Pina. Looking for the opportunity to send a pass away on the far side to Mendes. Laros Duarte into Giovanni Cabral. Leroy Duarte away to Pina. Pina worth keeping an eye on, the number 6. There is an opportunity to get in a shot from the 30-yard range. He might be the man to let fly. His goal that he scored against Uruguay was from distance. It's not the first time that he's done that in a big game for his country either.
No, you see, I mean, even watching Cabo Verde in possession, there's just no fear. That's how we've seen him play so far in this tournament. Absolutely no fear.
Oh, that was frustrating there for
Please. This year, play Sportybet.
Spin big and win bigger with Bet9jar. Heroes deserve the ultimate reward. Now you stand a chance to win even more. Simply grab a bottle of Hero Lager and check under the crown for your unique code. Visit HeroLager.ng to predict games and win exciting prizes. Hero Lager, made for heroes. The award goes
Bisola!
Bisola!
There's no way malaria is during our big moment.
But not to worry, this calls for a rapid response treatment.
And the award goes to
Hey,
Bisola!
guys, chill it. I want the biggest award. My wife, only the best.
Say no to malaria. Life. Amateur soldier, only the best matches.
Lost a bet.
Every 4 years, emotions run wild across the world. In 2022, more than 2 million people went too far with their bets. To the point of even risking their dignity.
Who won today? I promise that
No promises, please. This year, bets matter.
This year, play Sportybet.
And he's actually laughing.
There's only one day non-stop FIFA World Cup coverage. Live matches, highlights, star pundits, and behind-the-scenes access across multiple dedicated channels 24/7. SuperSport, your ultimate World Cup HQ. Every formation, every movement, every decision. Decoded by the game's sharpest minds. We're talking tactics. Live on SuperSport. Only on DSTV. Brought to you by Bet9jar. Truly 9jar.
Bet9jar, we're the home of World Cup 2026. And it's not just because of Warner, BetBoom, and BetFree. Build your betting streak and win big with our 50 million naira goal. Plus, new customers get 100% stake back. If your first World Cup bet loses, win your share of 50 million naira cash in our Bet Builder raffle. Get exclusive boosted best bets every match day. Bet9jar, we're the home of World Cup 2026. Not a person under the age of 18. Bet responsibly. Heroes deserve the ultimate reward. Hero Lager, made for heroes.
Who won today? I promise that
No promises, please.
This year, play Sportybet.
Welcome back. Leo Messi. What a player. Unbelievable control. What a finish. Argentina are 1-0 up against Cabo Verde. Many might have thought that the scoreline might have been a little bit bigger, but committed defending has kept Leo Messi and his compatriots down to just the one in the first 45 minutes. Solomon Kalu as well as Sendua Dudu. Let's go through it. The moment of genius. How do you explain Leo Messi in such a tight spot finding that finish?
A game of numbers where you need to observe the principles of defending, because how Cabo Verde doesn't stay compact and kill the depth behind, that's how they concede this goal. And we're going to break it down for
Break
you
it
to know
down.
how they are able to concede. Messi starts in an offside position and you're thinking it's okay, he's offside, but you can never lose sight of him because he's playing with the Martinez that has been playing accurate passes. The four defenders we're highlighting for you, none of them are compact enough to close the distances there because it's a 4 versus 2, but who is it at an advantage? It's Argentina. A normal striker would be running in front of the defender to want to make sure I stay onside, but not Messi. He says wherever I see grass, I see space, and I'm onside, I'm going to go at you. Now the next phase of playing, the two defenders, there's a left centre back and a left back, Lopez and Borges. They're supposed to know where Messi is. You can never lose track of Messi in the final third
It's
because
too late by now. At this stage, it's too late.
it's too late because Lopez is the one that has more speed and is supposed to say, if I'm inside that area, he's going to get there and get that pass. But he doesn't. And this touch that comes, it reminds me of Relebogile Mofokeng, and he touches it, same foot, and he scores. Doesn't give Wozinha time to think left, right, no.
Solomon, tell me about that finish.
Well, the control is everything because he give himself time to put the ball where you want to put the ball because the control is good. And sometimes when you miss the control, you rush because you rush into finish. And you have the time, look, perfect, step. You know the keeper gonna come out, lift the ball a little bit. You don't have to hit it hard because you know the position of the keeper. He was focused on his control, and
He's 39 years of age.
I thought he was 28.
I thought he was 28.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Huh?
Yeah, if you play like this, age is just a number.
As good as he's ever been.
The thing with him is like, they always say, okay, let's see what you're gonna do, right? They doubt. And I think if you play against Messi, you will never doubt the guy. Because we play against him so much that when he play, I know that he can do anything with the ball.
Sorry, do you think the coach said don't stress too much about Messi, focus on other players as well? Because how I'm even out of
A
it.
coach, even Mourinho don't say that when we play against Barcelona.
You don't even let
what
him
did he say?
think.
He said make sure you keep in touch with the little guy because if he's free and he has the ball in his feet, there's nothing we can do. So that's what it is.
So who are we? There you go. So let's take a look at the little guy as Jose Mourinho is alleged to have said by Solomon Kalou. You have heard that in the change rooms. Look here. Attempt, not the best. He had 3 shots in the first half. These are the first 2 and the third one went in.
And he looks uninterested because he starts too deep as if he doesn't even want that ball to come in. And they understand that they can't play a high cross, just play it low. That's also how they get this free kick because it's at a good distance for him. I'm sure he was still warming up to things to say, let's see. Because you can also be nervous against Pozinho. You know that he's going to shine with whatever that you're doing. So you try to hit the ball different.
That's 1 million more Instagram followers there with that.
Yeah, I say he made a couple of saves today. He can double his follower on Instagram.
Gets out well here, Bozinia, and then he does a brilliant save right towards the end of the half with Enzo Fernandez coming at him, and he makes a big stop there, keeping his team alive. Are they alive, though? What does Capo Verde need to do in the second half? The answer is they have to come out.
Yeah.
But does that make sense?
It makes sense. Now they take the goal. My in the beginning of the game, I say, make sure you don't take the goal so you can push them to the limit. You know? Now you take the goal. The only thing they do is when they're doing the transition with the ball, each player run with the ball. You don't have to run with the ball. Play the ball to the front man, the striker, and support him, so you have the chance to have many people behind the ball. But if you go in by yourself every time you get the ball, you want to run, it's difficult, and the pitch is so wide that you have to defend from deep and run all the way to the other side. It's very complicated.
Is there anything that Bubista can look at there and think to himself, like, we're 1 down, let's just go for it? Who sits on the That is an option for them.
Give more of your players time to get on and play with the ball because Semedo, bring him in, also Livramento, you can bring him in because I think Da Costa is tired of chasing.
Gary Rodriguez is another one who can do the job.
Absolutely. And they have been getting moments to push into the final third, but they're not clear enough. You know, this game is not too difficult to play.
My question is now, if Argentina get a second one, does Messi stay on for the rest of the game, or does he put cotton wool on him, see him in the last 16?
Oh, as I know, Scolani, the way he manages his team is I think it won't be a problem for Messi and for Messi himself to come out because he knows that the team need him when it matters. He did the job already, so he don't need 90 minutes on the pitch.
And if he does come up, look, to see Nico Paz come in, the Como man has been sensational and so much being spoken about how he would share the weight with Leo Messi in this World Cup. More action after this.
Who won today? I promise that
No promises, please.
This year, play Sporty Bet.
Spin big and win bigger with Bet9ja.
Has the game lost its color? We're here to bring it back. FC Barcelona and 1xBet. Color your game.
Before the noise, before the game begins, victories are built in small rituals. In the quiet belief that they make perfect sense. The stats check out. The odds line up. Every choice looks right. So when it matters most, you're ready to win. M Sport. Play where you belong.
It's the Morning Cup.
We're bringing everything from fashion, culture.
It's all gonna be here. We've got special guests that are gonna be joining us.
Am I supposed to come here and light the pop?
What really, it gets worse.
Having fun. Get your mix up with everything.
To resonate, it's happening.
All things around the FIFA World Cup.
I'll give you the best magazine show.
You have yourself a fat carpet show because it's fit so much you know what the commentary is show. The morning club, baby. The morning club, baby.
That's the only show on Super Sport that's about more than just the game.
Brought to you by Bet9ja. Truly 9ja.
Bet9ja, where the World Cup 2026. And it's not just because of one-up, bet boom and bet free. Build your betting streak and win big with our 50 million naira goal. Plus, new customers get 100% stake back if your first World Cup bet loses. Win your share of 50 million naira in our Federal Raffle. Get exclusive boosted best bets every match day. Bet9ja, where the hope of World Cup 2026. Bet responsibly.
Get ready. It's time to unleash the power of Storm Energy. Be refreshed as you defy the odds, push the limits, and set the standard. This is Storm Energy Drink. Make your mark.
I love that walk. Wait, walk into their house. I'm not surprised. Really? Whoa! Wait, what? I'm here? Let's try. Whoa! I want a house. I want a house. I love Bet gave me a house. Take on I love Bet. Win a house this World Cup.
Who won today? I promise that
No promises, please.
This year, play Sporty Bet.
That's the trophy there. Hoping to lift again for the second time in a row and for what would be the fourth time in total. Well, it's Messi back in Miami. Of course he scored. You'd expect nothing less. And Argentina with a 1-goal lead against Cabo Verde, who have yet to reach a point where they're able to trouble Emiliano Martinez in Argentina's goal at the other end of the field.
Yeah, they've been really, really comfortable defensively, Argentina at this point. Cabo Verde have made some entries in their 8-yard box, but nothing with any meaningful kind of effort on goal. But they've got to be careful, Argentina. They know 1-0, precarious. They've got to be on it.
Ready to go at the start of the second half. And the countdown is on. No changes, by the way, being made by either head coach at the interview. Well, if it stays like this, Argentina will go through to the round of 16 and we'll have a trip to Atlanta for a match on Tuesday lunchtime. Forward off the wing of Enzo Fernandez, collected by Almada. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Other than Emi Martinez, the goalkeeper, Lautaro Martinez of Inter up front, everybody else had a rest in the final group match. The 3-1 victory over Jordan. This gave them a little bit of a breather here in this hot and heat-affected World Cup. Will, of course, be Egypt lying await in Atlanta after their victory over Australia on penalties earlier today. Argentina finally seen 2 of the last 3 World Cups. They're looking pretty handy this time round as well. France have perhaps caught the eye more than anybody else, but Argentina couldn't be that far behind them.
No, you know what you've got from Argentina. You've got a man in Lionel Messi who's in incredible form once again. Got a team that's well organised, well drilled, hustle, got an incredible amount of experience. Maybe not as flash or as certainly as appealing to the eye as what we've seen so far from France in this tournament, but it's all a long way to go.
Yeah, absolutely straightforward in the stage for Argentina. 3-0 winners over Algeria and Kansas City, 2-0 over Austria and Dallas, then back to Kansas City for the game against Jordan. 3-1 winners in that one with their second string 11, apart from 2. Good there by Mendes, back into Nina. Lopez Cabral forward to Giovanni Cabral. It's a good pass if Herrera can get there and keep the ball in play, and indeed he can. Herrera sending it in, trying to bring Nuno da Costa into the play. He hasn't had anything like a goal-scoring opportunity so far.
Yeah, it's been tough for him, hasn't it? I mean, he's been off and up there by himself. This occasion, it's a difficult ball in the box for him, just can't quite get it under control. There's a lot of Argentinian players around him.
And again, it's Sidney Lopez Cabral who wins a corner for Cabo Verde. And a little bit of early second half pressure from the Islanders in the Atlantic.
They're going to have belief. They're going to believe that they can come out here and get into this Argentinian defence. They've scored some goals in this tournament against Uruguay. They're probably, most people thought they had no chance against. They did very, very well. They can score. They've got goals in them.
First corner of the match, and here it comes. It's away off the head of Lisandro Martinez. No save required. Blasted in by Cabral. A little deflection maybe on the way.
Yeah, off the ball. Ball's one was cut out to him. Gets a touch off in the referee right on the spot. Yeah, good defending. Done really well. Argentina, they had to.
Some achievement for Cabo Verde, though, to make it to the knockout stages in their first World Cup. They were ranked 63 when the tournament began. The lowest ranked team to reach the knockout stages in their debut since 1992. Sent on its this way by Lautaro Martinez. An opportunistic effort coming in from Ryan Mendes.
Yeah, it was a very hopeful kind of attempt on goal. There's a bit of coming together there.
Yeah, it was a heavy fall. It was a clash of heads and an awkward landing. All in one there for Giovanni Cabral. Foul by Lautaro Martinez. Cabral seems to be okay. He went off after an hour against Spain in the opening match, and we haven't seen him since until today, but fit enough to take his place in the starting 11 tonight. Moreira. Pico Lopez. Looking for Da Costa. Over time in the well for Romero. Here comes Medina. Enzo Fernandez. Argentina, one of 3 teams to win all of their matches so far at the World Cup. Won all 3 of the group games, as did Mexico and France. They should build up here, and Martinez just shows a little too much of that to Kevin Pina. Here's Duarte. D-Roy. Sidney Lopez Cabral on the far side. Cabo Verde scored twice here against Uruguay. They were the only 2 goals they managed in the group stage, 2 goalless draws with Spain and with Saudi Arabia. Can they find a goal in this one?
Yeah, that was a game that was also a bit more stretched. Gave Cabo Verde space, opportunities to run in behind, run out defence of Uruguay. This game is slightly different. Obviously playing against a far better team in Argentina, far more organised. When they do have to defend, they defend compactly as well.
Messi free to wander. Picks his spot, picks the run. Just evading the forward run there of Raul Molina.
Yeah, almost perfect. That pass in behind from Messi. The moments where I think Cabo Verde have got a lot to try and push further forward. Messi's right back on the halfway line. Got 5 players in midfield, just marking space. There's a bit of more of containment kind of mentality still at the moment. There's going to be a point in this game where Cabo Verde have to start trying to go at Argentina a bit more, take more risks.
Not an easy thing to do, is it, against an opponent who you know can punish you in an instant. Nuno da Costa makes the run, and Lisandro Martinez read that and was swiftly across. For Emi Martinez to deal with, yeah, is that about to change? It bounces off. Nuno da Costa, and the shot coming in from Diogo Duarte. Saved by Emi Martinez, low to his left.
He does really, really well. Emi Martinez, because it takes a deflection, goes through a crowd of players. Any one of them could have even deflected even further out of the reach of the goalkeeper. But Emi Martinez just watched it all the way. There's really good goalkeeping, really good hands.
That's just the sort of instant that could change the game.
It is, and these are the moments we talked about in the first half where Emi Martinez has had nothing to do with this game. And that's the moment he needs to be switched on, ready to make the save. He does that time and time again for Argentina.
Time of the match for Cabo Verde. Only had 7 on target in the 3 matches combined in the group stage. But as you say, Mark, just a deflection on the way might have put that past Argentina's goalkeeper. Remains 1-0. Lionel Messi the goal in the 29th minute. Almada. Romero. Run being made by Molina ahead of De Paul. Brings McAllister into the play. Messi with the touch. Rodrigo De Paul trying to tiptoe his way through most of Cabo Verde's defence. Enzo Fernandez. And still, De Paul. Messi doesn't need much room to manoeuvre. Cabo Verde survive. Rosinha might want to get rid of that, given who was closing in on him.
Well, you thought for a split second, he was going to try and do a dummy on Messi. That would have been something to see, and very brave.
That got the crowd talking, that's for sure. Here's Christian Romero now for Argentina, 10 minutes into the second half. Maybe Martinez with the clearance collected by Kevin Pina, who plays for Krasnodar in Russia. Keeps it away from De Paul. This is Cabral. Lopez Cabral. Duarte. Pico Lopez. Morera. Referee again saying play on, allowing the game to continue to flow. Pina, score of their first ever World Cup goal. A little breakdown in communication there between Pico Lopez and Nuno da Costa.
Yeah, I think he was asking a little bit too much for Nuno da Costa there. You can see there, the senior there was a moment you felt that he might try a Cruyff turn on Lionel Messi, but elected not to. And maybe Martinez watches that shot all the way through a crowd of players, slides and touches. Very good goalkeeping.
Breaking down, an opportunity to venture forward, abruptly halted there by Christian Romero. Signs of attacking life from Cabo Verde early in the opening 12 minutes or so of this first half.
Yeah, yes, but you've got to be careful, Christian Romero. That's twice now he's done it in the game, referee, you would think.
And Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president there, sitting alongside Claudio Tapia, the president of the Argentinian Football Association. And it breaks down and Argentina tidy up competently and confidently. Messi's touch for once doesn't find a teammate. Collected in midfield by Laros Duarte initially. Pina forward into Da Costa. Here now is Steven Morera. Seeing a bit more of the ball in Argentina's half of the field than in the first half.
Yeah, certainly more positive on the front foot. We're going to try and make inroads in this Argentinian defence. So, very, very good at breaking up play, slowing the game down to their tempo.
Laros Duarte. Lautaro breaking it up. And Argentina not keeping hold of the ball. Morera. This is Mendes. Infield he goes, there's the equaliser! A sensation in Miami at the World Cup! Gianni Duarte! To say it That's a shot for most of the people inside the stadium would be an understatement.
An excellent movement from Capo Verde down his right-hand side. Ryan Mendes' ball in between the legs of the Argentinian player, and the finish smashes it in the goal from an acute angle. Emi Martinez didn't have time to react. Capo Verde are alive and back in this game.
The Cinderella story goes on here at this World Cup, and here is the moment where the world champions were pegged back.
Deroy Duarte, what a finish. Ryan Mendes, just perfect time pass. Really good touch from Deroy Duarte, and then he picks his spot. Yes, he gets fortunate between the legs of Lisandro Martinez. And Emi Martinez has no time to react. There's a brilliant goal from Cabo Verde, and they cannot believe their luck.
You can only imagine the scenes on the 10 islands of Cabo Verde at this moment in time. Messi's moment of magic cancelled out. Cabo Verde, with half an hour to go, are sensationally level against the world champions. Not a day that Deroy Duarte will forget in a hurry, whatever happens now. The man of the moment for Cabo Verde.
It's better play from Cabo Verde in general, like more positive, more direct play, picking out their pass, being more precise, taking more care in possession. Pays off massively for them.
Also, it's not a bad time to score your first ever international goal. There's a time and a place. I think he would struggle to better that goal and that time or two ago here in South Florida. Oh, what a moment, what a World Cup they are having. But here comes Lionel Messi. Halted, and it's just lashed clear. Well, we're about to find out whether scoring that goal was rather like poking a large stick in a wasp's nest, aren't we?
We are. This is the moment. This is where Argentina are going to have to dig deep. A large part of this game they've controlled it. They've looked not in danger whatsoever. They've minimised Cabo Verde's attempts on goal. And then bang, Cabo Verde are back on level terms. And this is where the Argentinian side have to dig deep.
Cabo Verde's first World Cup, the third smallest nation ever to compete at the finals after Curacao and Iceland, a nation of just over 500,000 people. Made it to the finals with a win over Eswatini. And here they are. But here's Messi looking to restore Argentina's lead, and Vecinia's denied it. Corner.
Oh, the moment Vecina stands big. Messi, you would have all your money in the world on him. Scoring from that angle, that distance. Through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, he looks to try and get through his legs. But Vecina does so well, just stays and it hits him. Big save.
Long way to go in this one. Almost half an hour of the regulation 90. We're about to see Nico Gonzalez and Julian Alvarez. Lautaro Martinez is off. Alvarez of Atletico Madrid is about to come on. And also Thiago Almada is off. The first two changes, Nico Gonzalez, who's been at Atleti on loan from Juventus, on for this one. It's his third appearance of the World Cup. All of them coming off the bench. Vozinha gets his gloves on that one. So Scaloni, in his 100th match in charge of Argentina, quick to make a couple of changes to try to change the narrative here.
Yeah, possibly just slowed the down a little bit too much. Maybe took it a little bit for granted. Too comfortable, Argentina. And of course, you only need to give these teams in the World Cup, we've seen it time and time again, only need one chance to get themselves back in the game. And Cabo Verde took it.
Dine. We'll get it past Alvarez. Chased by McAllister. No foul for the challenge on Cabral. Here's De Paul. Lionel Messi. There's space on the near side for Nico Gonzalez, the substitute. First touch for him. The pass is a little short to Facundo Medina. Enzo Fernandez, Medina now. That goal should certainly focus Argentinian minds wonderfully. They were coasting along, weren't they? And the pace had gone from their play. They were a little bit too comfortable. And it almost encouraged Cabo Verde forward. McAllister. Gonzalez is swept away by Laros Duarte.
Yeah, certainly knocked them a little bit out of their rhythm, Argentina. Yes, they did drop off a little bit. The tempo changed a bit. Maybe just got a little bit complacent. And obviously were punished. And the key time, Cabo Verde now, their tails are up. They've got belief back in the belly. They believe they can get something out of this game. And they put themselves back with a fighting chance.
Well, they're busy writing another very interesting chapter to their World Cup tale here in the United States. 25 minutes remaining. Martinez. 25 minutes, of course, Mark, is rather a long time when you're playing against Argentina.
Yeah, it's a long time to try and defend. I mean, I don't imagine they'll be looking to try and defend, hold on. What they'll all want to try and do is, when given the opportunity, to look to break. A bit like we saw them against Uruguay. Defend, and the moment they get a chance to quickly counter, they're looking to do it.
Lisandro Martinez, lovely pass, Nico Gonzalez, and that was Enzo Fernandez trying to get on the end of it.
Difficult for Enzo Fernandez there. Just couldn't wait long enough for the ball to pop down as he was under so much pressure.
Change coming for Cabo Verde. Double change. We're going to see Dayon Livramento. And we say goodbye to Laros Duarte. And we welcome Jamiro Montero onto the field as well. Montero, well-travelled playmaker. He's with Zwolle in the Netherlands. Livramento on for what remains of the match as well. For Nuno da Costa, Livramento, who wrote his name into footballing folklore on the islands with the goal that beat Cameroon in the World Cup qualifier last September. Can he come up with something else today?
Well, the man for the big occasion. He's got fresh legs. Nuno da Costa run his socks off all this game, so needed the change, freshen up a little bit.
Here come Argentina. Here comes Messi. Falls to the floor. Right under the referee's nose. Yellow card for Hino.
Yes. Felt it was safer to bring Messi down and allow him to have that free run. Now they're going to try and defend against a dangerous free kick in a difficult area.
Yeah, difficult one, isn't it, if you're the defender in that situation.
You can see him turn around quickly and look at how far he was away from the goal. The minute he gave that free kick away.
Midway through the second half. Who would have thought it? Finely balanced, beautifully poised at 1-1. Might be a test coming up for Vozinha here. There's only one man to take this. But for once, it's not past the wall. Gonzalez, McAllister. Rodrigo de Paul. Argentina certainly will feel there's plenty of time left here. Over 20 minutes of the 90 remaining. Cabo Verde with something to try and hang on to now. Morero with the header away. And Mendes losing out. Gonzalez was looking busy, swept clear by Diné.
We're just going to see more of the same, aren't we? We're going to see Argentina trying to dictate pace. They're certainly lifted the tempo and looking to try and get in behind, trying to cause some problems. And it's Cabo Verde, fresh legs up front.
And here they come with Enzo Fernandez. Either 1-2 with Nico Gonzalez. Alvarez. You can see the intensity of Cabo Verde's players gone up a notch or two following that equalising goal as well. Rodrigo de Paul. Mendes. Surrounded, outnumbered. Gonzalez. Fernandez. Medina bursting into the penalty area as well. Messi loitering some distance from the box at the moment, trying to look as unthreatening as possible. Bit of space now for Gonzalez. Medina, Alvarez, here's Messi coming to life, chopped to the floor, just outside the penalty area. Free kick conceded by the goal scorer from Cabo Verde, Dirodo Duarte.
Yeah, you can just see the way that Argentina have set this up. They've started on the left-hand side, recycled the ball, moved it back across, then quickly back in to the same area, a bit of space on the ball. That's what just opens up. The movement off the ball is excellent.
Brilliant position again from the referee there, right on the spot. We've just seen the view from the referee's camera. Manu Ginobili in the crowd today, watching on, a four-time NBA champion. Getting the crowd going in the last minute or two as well when his picture came up on the big screen in the stadium. Well, this must look quite inviting.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity. This is a position where you feel that it's got Messi written all over it. Julian Alvarez is there as well. He's looking like if Messi's not going to take this, which you'd find highly unlikely.
Messi takes it, clawed away by Bozinha.
Bozinha does really well because he goes back across to make sure his wall's in the right spot. Messi sees it and sees it as an opportunity to try and slip one back in to the goalkeeper's side, and Bozinha just adjusts really well.
It did look as though it was going in for a moment. Great stop from Bozinha. Need to be on his toes again here. More pressure from Argentina. And it is the hydration break in the second half. But here, just keep an eye on Bozinha here.
Yeah, he's calling his teammates to move across. Messi sees it. He looks to quickly try and take a quick shot on goal. Bozinha's really quick to react. Pretty good footwork for an old man.
1-1, 3/4 of the way through the game.
Step into a world of fragrance. From our diffuser missions, stick diffusers to perfumes, essential oils, room sprays, and more. Matilda scents infuse the surrounding.
Every journey begins with a choice. A choice to go further. To chase greatness. Built for performance. Designed for confidence. Passion. Excellence, determination to win. Because champions deserve a champion. Chang'an Deepal, drive peace of mind. Brought to you by Meccano Motors.
Why choose Furniture House? It's very simple. You can't look away from quality, you can't look away from comfort. You definitely can't look away from excellence. Trust me, your dream furniture is right here at Furniture House.
A test of nerve, a touch of class. Who will triumph on the manicured grass? Could it be Yannick Sinner? The Italian superstar came from a sit-down to beat arch-rival Carlos Alcaraz and raised the Wimbledon trophy for the first time in 2025. Away from the court, Sinner has been suiting up for the Laureus Awards and soaking up some digital downtime. Timeless tradition meets peak performance at Wimbledon, live across 2 broadcast channels, only on your World of Champions.
Those cardboard cutouts of Lionel Messi were being waved around frantically earlier in the evening following his goal. There's a good number of Argentinian former World Cup winners, Alberto Tarantini among them. Filiol is there as well, Giusti. Plenty of winners from both 1978 and 1986. And we're underway once more. I wonder what lies in store for the final 16 minutes plus additional time here. Both sets of players suitably refreshed after the hydration break here in the second half. And here come Cabo Verde. There'll be a free kick there. He's a bit too feisty from Alexis McAllister with his challenge on Jamiro Montero.
So a ball and all challenge from McAllister. Well, probably more the player than the ball.
Montero is one of the Dutch contingent, Rotterdam born. He grew up in the Netherlands, about half a dozen of them born in the Netherlands in the squad here for Cabo Verde. This is the first match that Montero hasn't started. He could be key for them. That'll be a goal kick.
Yeah.
Better say, didn't quite catch that.
No, he's trying to repeat of the game against Uruguay. Did a great strike on goal from similar distance up the other end here in the stadium. That one, unfortunately, doesn't quite catch.
Good kick there. You just saw a shot of Scaloni sitting in the dugout. He was very respectful of the performances of Cabo Verde and their abilities in the media conference ahead of the game yesterday, but even allowing for that, this has not gone quite according to plan so far from Argentina's point of view, with the round of 16 game coming up relatively quickly. We want to avoid extra time if possible. Strong arm there from Lisandro Martinez.
And he's very, very fortunate there, Lisandro Martinez. He does really well to regain the initiative because he looked like he was going to be in trouble.
And Mendes losing out. And Kevin Pina as well. Pina will be penalised for his challenge on Enzo Fernandez. No major issue there, but it is a free kick for Argentina. We're inside the last quarter of an hour here as Nico Gonzalez ventures forward. Argentina applying more pressure. They did score inside the final quarter of an hour in each one of their group games here at this World Cup. They're having such a time, aren't they, those fans of Cabo Verde? We have a double change coming for the African side now, with Willy Semedo coming on and Ryan Mendes going off, and we are about to see Helio Varela as well. Varela on Giovanni Cabral is going off. Varela, by the way, came on here against Uruguay, and it took him 136 seconds to score. It was the equaliser in that game, the 2-2 result against Marcelo Bielsa's side.
Yeah, he was a super sub on that evening. Maybe, just maybe, we can repeat and go one better against this Argentina side.
Willy Semedo, by the way, a left-sided player. Well, he could play either side, actually. Started the last game against Saudi Arabia. Well-travelled. He's with Umonia Nicosia in Cyprus these days. Nearly 64,500 packed here inside the stadium. Alvarez into Messi. Looks to try and tee it up. Cousinho's missed it. Oh, and it's just past the post. Pico Lopez will be mighty relieved he was able to turn that wide of the post rather than inside and into the back of his own net.
That was brilliant. Last-ditch defending from Pico Lopez.
Wasn't it,
I
Josh?
think there was an element of, wow.
Quite a scrap between these two developing here. We're inside the last 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah, some real pressure on the ball, isn't there? There's no letting up from either side. Of course, Argentina are pushing. A couple of only the ones that at the moment are just sort of hanging on a little bit, defending really well. Pico Lopez, last-ditch defending, almost gets put off by Cousinho as well, but that is brilliant defending, if you can see there. In behind him, Enzo Fernandez was ready just to tap it into an open goal.
Well, for the players in Cabo Verde, this is the ultimate test tonight, and what a performance they're putting in here against Argentina. Gonzalez, Medina. Only 65,000 in here, and nearly all of them supporting Argentina, and it's rather quieter than we might have expected at this moment in time.
The longer this game's gone on, it's been up 1-1. There's been a little bit more nerves. Argentina haven't really pushed enough.
Good defensive work there from Pico Lopez, shielding it, allowing Cousinho to gather.
Cousinho was very, very quick off his line, alert to the danger. It's good communication between him and the centre half.
And by Livramento, hoping that maybe Montero might get on the end of it. It's with Lisandro Martinez, and now Romero. Attempts on goal so far. Goal from Argentina, we would expect that.
Pretty good, yes. I mean, we actually probably expect a little bit more after the equaliser. Haven't quite lifted the tempo up as much or created enough chances.
Lovely little exchange there between Rodrigo de Paul and Lionel Messi, and Gonzalez sends it across. And it's behind. And this time it's behind of Hina, and it will be a corner.
Kevin Beaton's been really, really good for Cabo Verde tonight. His position of play has been exceptional.
Rodrigo de Paul is coming off. Leandro Paredes of Boca Juniors is on to replace him. Third appearance of the World Cup for him this year. Gonzalez got up really well there. Third change made by Lionel Scaloni. Free kick for Cabo Verde. Argentinian players down on the pitch at the moment. Facundo Medina, a little bit of cramp kicking in as well. I don't think with Medina, but it's turning into quite a tough night here.
Certainly feeling it.
It is a bit of cramp. That's Medina on the far side. Enzo Fernandez as well, just trying to stretch out a little bit. Who knows, we might have some way to go in this match if somebody can't get it done for either side in the next few minutes. We've a little over 5 minutes plus added time left. Argentina are going to be making another change. Nicolas Tagliafico is going to come on. So he'll just slot in at left back in place of Facundo Medina. So Tagliafico, he's an experienced player, of course. 79th cap for him tonight. And Medina has run himself to a standstill here in the humidity of Miami. Yeah, his legs just gave up on him.
Yeah,
that's why the free kick's been given to Cabo.
Yeah,
he just fell on the ball.
That was Enzo Fernandez, wasn't he? He's pointing towards Medina, saying that he's injured.
From Cabo Verde, and the block is made by Paredes. Paredes into Enzo Fernandez. Here's McAllister. Argentina just looking for a special moment to get them over the line in this game. And Messi, with that burst of pace, looks to try and provide it. The header by Diné, collected by McAllister. Okay. As you can see, he's not entirely in agreement with that, and it will be a corner.
Yeah,
it's been confirmed to the officials.
Yeah, it looked like from here that was a corner. McAllister runs onto it, tries to get one away. Looks like it takes pretty hefty deflection over the crossbar. Burst the pace down the right hand side from Messi. That's the one that creates that half a chance. Just haven't done enough of that in the second half.
Three more minutes plus added time. Messi looks to be the provider here. Bosnia under pressure. Gonzalez will chase and will get there first. Tagliafico. Freshly off the bench into Alvarez. Messi. Cabo Verdean hearts will be in Cabo Verdean mouths there as he tries to tee it up, and it's just swept away by Willy Semedo. Cabo Verde inching towards extra time here, but far from there yet.
Yeah, still some time to go.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if there were a couple of chances even between now and then.
Fernandez, plenty of time in possession. Paredes. Messi's just loitering away on the far side. He's been over there for 2 or 3 minutes now. It's Messi's delivery. Pinpoint, McAllister almost on the end of it. They're claiming a handball. They're all asking the referee to look at it as it goes out of play on the far side.
That's a brilliant ball from Messi into the box. So dangerous, so difficult to deal with. Defenders don't know, goalkeeper doesn't know. It comes out as they're coming together. I mean, there is a hand, but I mean, it's so close. In a natural position, I'm not sure. It comes off his head firstly. Pico Lopez. We'll have to wait and see.
Comes up as he bounces down off his upper arm, off his bicep, really.
Yeah, either off his bicep or off his head. I'm not really sure on that replay. But the VAR obviously have a job at their hands now to determine what the outcome of this will be.
On we go.
That was my first impression. It's
Yeah.
header off McAllister, and either off a shoulder or his head from Pico Lopez's arm. So I think it's the right decision.
We are 30 seconds or so away from the end of the 90 minutes, and we will have at least 8 additional minutes. So we'll just get confirmation of that from the board shortly, but just get the feeling there's going to be a chance or two between now and the final whistle. Enzo Fernandez. Here's Julian Alvarez. Leandro Paredes. Talifico making a movement on the near side. And Sandro Martinez. Just going into a minimum addition of 8 minutes now as Messi sweeps it forward. Gonzalez with the header down. Semedo is there. That was Alvarez. The tense atmosphere inside the stadium. Alvarez looks for the opportunity to shoot or to set up a teammate. More solid, well-structured defending from Cabo Verde.
Yeah, Kevin Peter in the right place once again. Just doesn't bite the dummy, and you can see there Alvarez is just looking to try and get the ball, whip it across the face of the goal. It's just nowhere past Kevin Pina.
Enzo Fernandez scored a fair few goals this season for Chelsea. 15, in fact. What he'd give to get another one now. Paredes with the layoff. McAllister. Here's Messi. He's just loitering in space outside the penalty area. Paredes! And to be saved by Bozina.
There's a decent effort from distance. Paredes there, fancy himself. Just wasn't going to trouble Vizinha. He's very cool, very calm under pressure. And you see it comes off his head, off Kiko Lopez's head, then onto his arm. That's what I thought on the first shot. It's an absolutely correct decision.
Gonzalez. One back by Montero. Absolutely refusing to give up. Terrific work rate there from Montero. Backed up by Livramento. Chances few and far between in the latter stages of this game over Cabo Verde. What an outstanding achievement it would be if they could take Argentina to extra time, but several minutes remain as the defending world champions look to get the job done and avoid that extra half an hour.
Yeah, but you're against Argentina. And, of course, the great man, Lionel Messi. Anything can happen between now and the end of this match. They have to be alert. They have to keep going, keep pushing, stay focused.
Yeah, some tired legs, some tired minds out there as the little deflection arrows it right across the box. Semedo. Taken there by Martinez, Fernandez. Here's McAllister into Messi. Away from De Duarte, not once but twice, and Duarte fouls it just outside the box, just as he did earlier in the half, only on the other side of the pitch, just the other side of the D this time.
So difficult to contain him, isn't it? Lionel Messi, when he's in those sort of positions with the ball, is so difficult. So often he just draws the foul because he's so good on the ball, has tight control. Just wonder, is it maybe slightly too close to get up and over?
Nonetheless, there is an expectant buzz suddenly around the stadium here.
Well, and it's also Lionel Messi, so anything can happen. He can do anything with the ball.
Messi's name ringing around the stadium here in Miami Gardens. Is this match going to reach a crescendo with this free kick in added time? He's certainly hoping so, Lionel Scaloni. Rossinha. Maybe a big test coming up for him in a moment's time. Messi has the ball at his feet. The nation of Cabo Verde holds its collective breath as Messi fires in the free kick and Rossinha gets enough on it. And it will be Cabo Verde's ball.
Wow. That took a deflection on the way through. Rossinha's reaction is brilliant. There we go. That is exceptional goalkeeping. Just the reaction. That deflection off his own player catches him almost out. Sidney Lopez Cabral. And you can see there Rossinha's reaction with his left hand is instinctual.
Headed on by Livramento. The rain is away. Gonzalez concedes, Nico Gonzalez concedes a free kick. For the challenge on Morera. Cabo Verde's time to send it into the box. The Blue Sharks aren't done yet here.
They certainly are. They put themselves in a position where anything can happen. And obviously the right side of the pitch for them in this latter stages of this game to try and do the unthinkable. Surely not.
In the 7th minute of additional time, comfortably headed away. Cabo Verde, though, on the front foot here against the world champions at the end of additional time. What an extraordinary performance here. Largely containing the world champions throughout this match. One moment of brilliance from Lionel Messi, but Argentina ahead in the 29th minute, but an equaliser from Diogo Duarte with half an hour to go has set us up beautifully. Bit short there for Semedo. Extra time starting to loom very, very large now. 7 minutes into additional time. Ina sends it away to the far side. Lopez Cabral waits Morera. Ina. Argentina be a little bit nervous here. No foul, says the referee. He was very well placed to see the challenge. Ball won by Diné, superbly chased by Semedo. That'll be a free kick, and will definitely be Argentina's ball either way.
Yeah, they're very quick to take it, and they want to try and get up the other end. They don't want extra time. They want to try and win this game in normal time.
Yeah, extra time is the last thing they'll be wanting here, and it's the last thing many people, I think, tuning in tonight to this match will expect to see, or will have expected to see. But maybe there's time for a last chance for the world champions. Tagliafico. Wow, what an outstanding achievement from Cabo Verde, the World Cup debutants. They have taken the world champions, including Lionel Messi, to extra time here in Miami with a goal from Diogo Duarte just before the hour mark, cancelling out Lionel Messi's opener. Argentina 1, Cabo Verde 1, extra time to come. But I don't think many people would have expected this.
No, not at all. I mean, Argentina are obviously overwhelming favourites to win this game against Cabo Verde. Debutants at this World Cup, and a World Cup full stop, but they've held their own. Argentina at times were in total control Deservedly we're in front, but second half performance just wasn't enough for them to sit this game out to extend their lead. And Cabo Verde just capitalised on their one real big chance in that second half. It was a very good finish. And they deserve to be in this position right now.
Yeah, very big 30 minutes coming up for these two sets of players. Some tired legs out there. We've seen a flurry of substitutions. It's hot, it's humid in Miami. We've seen one or two of those players from Argentina suffering a bit in the closing minutes. There's Pico Lopez and Shakira enjoying this match at the World Cup here in South Florida. Lionel Scaloni now holding court, using every available second. Argentina have got a game on their hands here, and they've toiled in the second half to try to get the better of Cabo Verde.
Yeah, they just looked a little bit slow in the second half. Like a lot of energy was wasted in that first half, and never really lifted it. For large parts of it, they were sort of in control, cruise control. Then once Cabo Verde started to be a bit more adventurous, that's when the opportunities started to appear. And of course, that big one where they took just changed the game. Argentina tried to mount a comeback, or certainly to get this nose back in front. It just wasn't enough in the end.
Give us a bit of context, Mark. I mean, Cabo Verde have really put themselves on the footballing map, haven't they, on the global scale here, with the goalless draw against Spain. They got a draw against Uruguay, who've got a very proud and successful World Cup history. Couldn't get past Saudi Arabia. That all three matches ending in a draw. But whatever happens in the next half an hour or so, to take Argentina to extra time as well.
Yeah, it's special, isn't it? This team, this group of players, this team, small nation. I mean, what a journey they are on. I mean, Messi's goal in that first half could have broken the hearts of any team. But yes, they were obviously affected by it. But the change in the way that they came back out in the second half, up the tempo, slightly 1-0 down, they have an opportunity, they take it. Really good finish from a difficult angle. Yes, get a bit fortunate with the ball going through Lisandro Martinez's legs, but still got to be in that right position. The move was great. And now they are in a remarkable position, pushing the world champions to extra time. Who knows what's going to happen?
Time that Argentina will have been taken to extra time. Joint most with Germany. There's Mousinho, who just headed to the dressing room for a moment or two. But fans of Cabo Verde will be rather pleased and relieved that he's come back out for the start of extra time, or those that noticed he disappeared anyway.
Yeah, it's been 90 minutes. Drinking, it's very, very hot, so you're drinking a lot all the time. They probably had to go to the bathroom. Wouldn't surprise me. But now it's a big 30 minutes for both these sides. Obviously, Argentina with the weight and the expectation on their shoulders. Nobody thought this would happen in this game, but they'll be in extra time. And now they have to try and see off Cabo Verde. And Cabo Verde, like I said before this game, have nothing to lose. They have got everything to gain from this. And they've gained an enormous amount of support and admiration around the world for this performance. Now they have an opportunity for the next half an hour to do something possibly unthinkable almost in the football world.
Flag we saw just then said it all, didn't it? Small island, big dreams, nothing to lose.
Yep, that's exactly right. They've been great. They've been great entertainment. Been great to watch. Been fortunate enough to see them twice live here in this stadium, and they've never let us down.
Yeah, they were very good value for the draw against Uruguay in the end, in their second match.
We're seeing it in this tournament already. There's no rite of passage. You have to earn the right.
Both sets of players ready for the start of extra time. Just waiting for the whistle of our referee, Drew Fisher from Canada. An extra 30 minutes that I think virtually no one was expecting to see here tonight.
No, we weren't. I certainly wasn't. I thought Argentina would win this game, see off Cabo Verde. I thought Cabo Verde would win a very good performance, but just won't be enough against the current world champions with the quality that they possess in their side. However, this is what World Cups are about. This is what dreams can do, what teams can do from smaller places, smaller, unfancied sides.
One back well initially by Alexis McAllister on the near side. Dine. Lopez. He's trying to the run of Livramento. What a job he's done with Vista, head coach of Cabo Verde.
Yeah, brilliant. He's just enjoying the ride, isn't he? I mean, he's got belief in his side. These players have got belief. They know what they can do. They believe they can get a result here tonight. Argentina, they're going to have worked very, very hard.
Fighting little ball into the heart of the penalty area from Nahuel Molina. Results in the first corner of extra time for Argentina.
Question's going to be, can they handle the pressure of this second half, this extra time? Have they got the legs in their squad? You know, they've got some good players that can come on with energy, which they've already brought on, but they've also got some players at the back, certainly in Nico Lopez.
When it comes right across the face of the goal, danger still not clear. Lisandro Martinez tees it up and buries it. Played a big role in the first goal, and he scored the second. The world champions ahead. Right at the start of extra time.
What a finish. Unbelievable finish from your centre half. Lisandro Martinez, what? Had plenty of time to pick his spot, and he absolutely nails it into that top corner. Vecino, no chance. What a strike, and what an involvement he's had in this game. Oh, as the corner gets whipped in, McAllister flicks it onto the far post. Let's see, Luis Alvarez there, whether he was onside or not. See, when once Lisandro Martinez gets the ball, takes a touch, it just picks his spot and absolutely drills it into that top corner. No chance for the goalkeeper. What a goal to get your team back in front. What a finish.
Super strike from Lisandro Martinez, his second international goal. And Argentina lead for the second time tonight. Referee indicating he's not quite ready for the game to restart, but now he is. Everything having been checked and cleared in the VAR hub. And now it's all noise and colour in the stands again.
Yeah, stadium's come back to life once again. And for a period of time there, the Argentinian fans were thinking that maybe the unthinkable could happen. However, Argentina have got their necks back in front once again.
Varela can't find a way through. Argentina with the throw. He's had quite an important role tonight.
Well, huge, hasn't he? Absolutely huge moments in this game. The first pass to Messi for the 1-0. Then the 2-1 with what a finish.
Cabo Verde trying to pick themselves up off the canvas once more. He's had touches actually than anybody else on the pitch, Lisandro Martinez, tonight. Seeing plenty of the ball, clearly at both ends of the field. Elio Varela. Sidney Lopez Cabral with the ball right across the field, collected by Kevin Pina. Barrera. Cabo Verde aren't done yet. Still plenty of time for them. Lopez Cabral. It's going to be a corner.
Yeah, good positive play for Cabo Verde after going 2-1 down. That's what you want to see. They've got so much to play for still. The fortunate thing for them is it's happened so soon in extra time. Now it's up to Argentina to defend it.
All of South American noise and colour facing the players of Cabo Verde here. But their initial response to falling behind at the start of extra time has been a very positive one. And they're going to have another opportunity to play the ball into the heart of the penalty area. Far from out of it. It's Lopez Cabral, who plays for Trabzonspor. He will send it over. And it's going to be the third corner in quick succession here.
Yeah, some constant pressure from Cabo Verde. Good deliveries in the box. That's what causes all the problems. Got to get the delivery right, and so far, been very, very good.
Dine Borges has taken a bit of a whack there. They're mixing it up a little bit, and a little layoff, and the attempted precise finish not quite coming off Steven Moreira. And away come Argentina now with Perez. Messi, the furthest forward in support, just dropping into space in the middle of the field and collecting the ball now. The man of the moment, Sandro Martinez. It's certainly turned into a less than straightforward evening's work for Argentina.
Yeah, I don't think they envisage themselves being in this predicament right now. Yes, they've got their nose in front, and they deserve to be in terms of the way in which they started this first half of extra time. Absolute brilliant finish once again for Argentina to get themselves back in front. Now it's up to Cabo Verde. What have they got left in the tank? What can they do? Try and put pressure back on Argentina.
This is Nico Gonzalez into Alvarez, who finds Messi. Lovely little exchange, and Alvarez still sniffing around. Striking the defender in the midriff. Argentina going to have a corner here.
Yeah, great little footwork coming into the box from Messi and Alvarez. Really good intricate passing, moving off the ball. As they come inside the box, Alvarez really cool card. Messi's one touch, Alvarez one touch, having a shot. Alvarez is really quick. The movement, the intensity was excellent.
Yeah, Sidney Lopez Cabral, the defender, catching his breath after that confirmation. It was onside. There you go from Sandro Martinez. That goal coming 2 minutes into extra time. Messi to take. Big block there made by Montero to deny Fernandez. Double change coming for Cabo Verde. Gilson Benchimol is going to come on, as is Yannick Semedo. Benchimol's a forward. Diro Duarte going off. He's their goal scorer tonight. They've got to go for it. Kevin Pina, the other one, going off. Yannick Semedo plays really in the heart of midfield, more a defensive midfield player. Born in Praia, actually, one of those born in Cabo Verde, but they've got some defending to do here as Argentina look to extend their lead, but the pass collected by Semedo as he'd just come off the bench, and they're able to venture forward now with Helio Varela. Throw in for the African side. Montero. Montero sending it across. The ball for Emi Martinez.
Yeah, so Cabo Verde obviously got two strikers now up there, playing with two up front, Livramento and Benjamin, trying to put some pressure now on Argentina, really from the front, got real pace.
He's not had a bad season actually, Benjamin. He plays for Akron Togliatti in Russia. 12 goals in 26 appearances this season for his club team. Started the match against Uruguay here. That's the only other appearance so far at the World Cup for him. But the striker on for what remains of this one, the 24-year-old. Varela with the ball back. Collected by Yannick Semedo into Montero. Can they fight back for the second time tonight? Varela, and still. It's a goal kick. Paredes helping his defensive colleagues out there.
Yeah, many teams are able to see things out. This is the goal. Sandro and Martinez does so well. He takes a good touch, gives himself a bit of space. You think he's going to look to play it across the face and goal. No, he wants to put one in the top corner, and he absolutely rifled it in.
Pressure on Vozinha. That was Leon Alvarez applying the pressure there, and ball head from Pico Lopez sending the ball on its way. Any striker in the world would have been proud of that finish from Sandro Lopez, the central defender. Argentina scoring at least twice in each of their last 10 World Cup matches. Ball back with Jamiro Montero. Still having a reasonable share of the game, Cabo Verde, despite falling behind once more. Oh, they've equalised! Sidney Lopez Cabral! And this team just will not lie down! What a moment! Take it in! This World Cup story is extraordinary! And it is not over yet!
Wow, what a goal. That is going to be one of the goals of the tournament. He can't believe it himself. What a strike.
It's a ball from the blue. And it's 2-2.
Cabo Verde, this is a side that just does not give up. It does not care who it's playing against. What a heart, what a desire, what a strike. What a goal.
Blue Sharks sink their teeth into the world champions for the second time tonight. A moment that he will never forget for as long as he lives.
Oh, that was something very, very special, wasn't it? I mean, the moment, the occasion, the situation Cabo Verde find themselves in a 2-1 down against the current world champions. And for Sidney Lopez Cabral just to go for that shot. He's tucks inside, he's got, well, acres of players in front of him. Just recycle the ball back across to him on the left-hand side, takes a touch inside, and what a finish. That has got to be one of the best goals of this tournament.
We've had thunderstorms here today. That was a lightning bolt. 2-2. Argentina venture forward once more. Headed down. They're going to be playing 3 minutes of additional time at the end of this first period of extra time. It's a match that just keeps on giving, but even William Varela just didn't have the pace to try and get on the end of that pass. It was asking a lot. We're just going into those 3 additional minutes now. What an extraordinary game of football this is.
Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? I mean, Talk about a team that just does not give up. And it's been phenomenal. They keep on producing at times when you think they may be done, and they keep shocking us. Argentina cannot believe they're in this predicament.
Forward off the boot of Lisandro Martinez once more. This is Gonzalez. Messi! Denied by Bosinia. Massive block by the scorer of the equalising goal there, Sidney Lopez Cabral.
Oh, another massive moment for Cabo Verde. The senior save is brilliant. Sidney Lopez Cabral throws his body on the line, and what a block that is.
Well, no one's going to forget Cabo Verde's presence in the 2026 FIFA World Cup in a hurry. Montero to the near side. Here is Varela. And it's a little too long. Off the boot of Yannick Semedo. Confirmation that Gonzalo Montiel is on for Molina. Nahuel Molina. Montiel, who was part of the squad that won the World Cup 4 years ago. Had half an hour in the final as well. Started the first match against Algeria. For what remains of this one, Messi. Montiel looking for Messi once again. Still a decent level of energy in the Cabo Verde side. There down is Jamiro Montero. He's not getting much sympathy from the Canadian referee at the moment.
No, he's not. The referee said to him, "You're played out." Montero there looks like the referee was trying to play advantage. Strike on goal just gets better every time you watch it. This is a different angle, and that just was only going in one area, one spot, in that top corner.
And here is the referee's view of Sidney Lopez Cabral's golden moment. Simply unforgettable. Meanwhile, the first period of extra time has drawn to a close. He did well to find his loved ones in the heat of the moment there.
They knew exactly where. What a moment for Cabo Verde. And how entertaining this game been. They have been excellent.
Half time in extra time. Argentina 2, Cabo Verde 2. "15 minutes from penalty kick." Who would have thought that?
I don't think anyone would have thought that, but we've seen already this World Cup, there's been upsets. There's been big countries that have been eliminated from this tournament by the lesser named ones, the unexpected. Could this be the next one? And what a story this would be. You feel though, still, I mean, I know I keep saying you still feel Argentina are the team that you feel will get through this. They've got the enormous amount of experience under these conditions. You see the goal again. Been watching this all night.
Can't you say what a story this would be? I mean, what a story it is.
It is.
Regardless, but yes.
It is an amazing
They finish
story,
it off.
as it is right now, but if they were able to see this through, they were able to get their noses in front and actually win this game. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, would be a major shock, but there's still a lot of football to be played, and Argentina are full of world-class players that know what they need to do and how they deal with this sort of situation.
Diego Simeone there, watching on. hoping that his nation can find a little something extra. Well, it's taken longer to resolve than most people thought it would here, and it's early evening, starting to get a little bit darker now as time ticks on. And Cabo Verde twice come back to equalise. Perhaps no surprise to see somebody in the Uruguay shirt waving a Cabo Verde flag.
Yeah,
or scarf, I should say.
No surprise with that whatsoever. Haven't we seen some amazing goals this evening as well?
So, 15 minutes away from penalty kicks, potentially. Can somebody find a winner in this one? Are we about to see one of the greatest upsets the World Cup has ever seen? Or will Argentina prevail, as virtually everyone thought they would, and take their place in the round of 16 and get ready for a trip to Atlanta to take on Egypt? Paredes. Space here for Lisandro Martinez, who must have thought that his goal would see his team through to the round of 16. Alvarez. Just a little too much on that for Montiel on the far side.
Yes.
Plenty of legends gathered. Esteban Cambiaso there among them, making a point or two. Cleared away by Romero. The touch from Enzo Fernandez. Here's Alvarez. Options both left and right, going for Gonzalez. Tagliafico. Messi's flick into McAllister, free kick. Conceded by Montero. The lunge that never really got near the ball and affords Messi the chance to deliver it into the danger area. Final calculations made. In it comes. Blue Sharks' defence stands firm. Sends it on its way. Livramento chases, but Red is there first. But Cabo Verde with a chance to break forward here now. And it falls fortuitously at the feet of Benchimol. Space in the heart of midfield. Goal kick.
Sometimes they have to try and deal with the ball better, take more care of possession when they are in this final third. Argentina expect to be more in possession, trying to dominate play once again, as they have done for most of this game. And they know the danger that Cabo Verde pose.
Cabo Verde are just one moment away from causing an absolute sensation as it stands. Tagliafico. Collected by Enzo Fernandez. Challenged by Montero. Referee perfectly placed to see it. No free kick. Romero. Montiel available on the far side. This is Lisandro Martinez. Now Julian Alvarez dropping a bit deeper to collect possession. McAllister in the heart of the penalty area. And the flag up over on the far side.
Yeah, it's just a little bit laboured from Argentina at the moment. Not really kind of got going in this second half of extra time.
Sums up the Argentinian mood at the moment. Scaloni, Cafu and Marco Materazzi on the left-hand side of your picture there. Remember him from the final in 2006. Italy winning the World Cup that year against France. Two balls on the pitch. Got sticking for these two. Argentina will really feel that. Strength-sapping evening in Miami. Space in the heart of midfield here now for Enzo Fernandez, as they look to engineer a third goal to potentially finally see off their African opponents. Nico Gonzalez, big challenge. It was Dine Borges.
Yeah, Borges does really well. Reads the situation, had to get his timing of the challenge perfect. Gonzalez was making a weaving run into that 8-yard box, ready to fire one off from the goal. It's just the blind interception in the end.
Messi's delivery is a good one, and it's a third goal for Argentina. Cristian Romero. This time Messi the provider. And it's an awful lot to ask Cabo Verde to come back yet again.
Oh, it's an excellent ball into that near post area. Really good time. Floated ball. And it's Romero, I think, gets the final touch, and it may be off one of the Cabo Verde defenders. It doesn't matter. He's in the back of the net, and Argentina once again have control of this game.
Let's have a look here. It just deflects off on the defenders. It's clearly Romero's header.
Yeah, it's off the hand as well, isn't it? So that is a really important header. Great delivery in the box from Messi. Just that danger zone, so difficult to defend against. Romero showed a lot of intent. Fortunate with the deflection. I think that deflection takes it towards a goal. That's a huge moment for Argentina.
Is that the decisive moment on a night of unending twists and turns?